There are multiple concepts that are important when you're determining the speed of the marble at different parts of the roller coaster system. In order to find the velocity, you first need to find out the potential energy, and you find this through multiplying the mass times the acceleration of gravity times the distance. You then use the kinetic energy, which is found by subtracting the potential energy from the total energy. To find the velocity, this is how you do it, to find the velocity of the marble. And you would plug all of your information into the formula, which is kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 mass times velocity squared. And you would get v by itself in order to find velocity. This is what makes it possible to find the speed at any given point in your system. Another concept is the law of conservation of energy, because this helps you to find the kinetic and potential energy. The reason you can do this is because the energy is the same throughout the whole system, because no energy is created or destroyed. Friction would definitely affect the speed of the marble entirely. It would completely slow down the marble, and the possibilities could be it won't make it through the loop, over the hill, off the jump, stuff like that. It would greatly affect the velocity. Our marble made it down the roller coaster after some major adjustments. Like, we took out the hill, we had to make the loop much smaller, and then we added a jump and stuff like that. The height of the start was a big reason that it made it through the loop, because it had a great momentum beginning to get it through the loop and over it. The force acting on it was great enough to push it through the whole roller coaster. Our strength was the speed we had in the very beginning. However, we had much more weaknesses than we did strengths. The marble did not have enough momentum to make it over the hill, and the loop was not structured. Sturdy enough so that the marble would sometimes make it through and other times it would fly straight out. We needed to make it much more structured, which we had a difficult time doing. If we had more time to redo our design, we would definitely not make a loop, because that caused the most difficulty within the lab. It had to be constructed in a certain way for it to work correctly, and we just didn't really have the time to fix all of our mistakes and such. Instead, we would probably add a turn or a jump or something like that, which would give it enough momentum to continue on and make it over the hill, which was one of our weaknesses because we couldn't get it over the hill after the loop. Overall, I thought the challenge was extremely difficult, and I wish we had more direction when going into it, because I believed we didn't really know exactly what we were doing, which made it a lot harder. If we had more time and such, I believe that we could be much more successful and really get down the loop. And this is why I personally didn't learn very much, because I was too busy stressing out over whether the marble would make it through the whole thing or not, rather than learning from the experience.